I'm Bob Harden, and I'm here with Pastor Rick Stevens and also with Keith Flaw. Both are co-founders of the Florida Citizens Alliance. Keith and Pastor Rick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Bob. Bob, if I could, let me give your listeners, or the listeners to this, a view of how we've grown in the 2 years. We started out at no people, right? Just a small group of us, 55, getting together that first time. We now have over 80 groups across the whole state that are working with us and looking to us for leadership on these two issues. And that we've earned their respect in many ways. We have over 20,000 people in our database. That should be double, triple, quadruple, but we've come a long way, and we're proud of that. As I told some folks today, we're just in the beginning of a baseball game. We're in inning 1 or 2, and we got a long ways to go.
Well, you do, but I'd like to also underscore the important work that you have accomplished, because literally this work could not be done without the dedication of both of you. Number one, as the leaders of the Florida Citizens Alliance, but also because your mission is so important, other people are attracted to it. So I encourage you, if you'd like to volunteer, if you'd like to get involved, you can simply go to floridacitizensalliance.com and make a contribution. It's an important cause. And while these two causes right now, Second Amendment and school choice and school materials are very important, there'll be other causes as well.
Over time, certainly, but we've decided to stay very focused on these two issues until we can start to make some real progress, to not dilute our effort. So many of the grassroots groups get fractured because they try to do too much, and then therefore they don't accomplish anything. So you may want to add to that, but that's...
Well, I think it's part of what we've also tried to do is we've tried to be inclusive and to invite people to join us. We realize that not everybody that's part of our alliance agrees on every single issue down the line, but we've looked for ways to work together with people instead of looking for ways that separate us.
Right.
Why should we focus on the issues that divide us when 80 to 90% of the things pull us together, and we want to focus on those and get something done?
You know, it must be refreshing to have a representative or a senator have someone come into their office that's not paid by a company or by a cause, to people who are really looking out after the well-being of the citizens of Florida. And that's the type of work that you all are engaged in.
Well, we hope they look at it that way. There are 3,000 lobbyists here in Florida for 160 legislators. When we go up there, we make it a point we dress appropriately, but make it a point not to wear suits, so we do stand out as a citizens group.
Yeah.
And we think that's, and we stay very focused in our meetings with these folks, with these legislators, in a respectful way, but in a principled way. And I think that's what has earned us some respect from them as well.
Earn respect, but also the whole notion of relationship. You know, when you walk in the first time, I'm sure it's not the same time as the third, fourth, or fifth time that you've walked in. And when people understand that you're committed to a cause, it can make a difference.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that I would hope people would recognize that we've done. We started out just because we started out. You know, we didn't know all that we know now. We didn't know what to do, but we started someplace because we were committed to doing something. You don't get anywhere if you just complain. So we decided, well, let's try. So we started trying, and we went back the second time, just as you said. We went back the third time. And I think over time, people have realized we haven't just quit. We haven't given up. One of our friends in the legislature says, it's not like you took on something easy. and he was right. But we keep trying. And that's what discourages so many citizens, is they don't see it happen the next day, that they get discouraged and they quit. We want to invite people to join in, and let's persist, and let's get something done. It's some good things done.
Yeah, both Keith as well as Pastor Rick worked very hard in order to build the Southwest Florida and the Florida Citizens Alliance to where it is today, doing so much for the cause of liberty for folks right here in the state of Florida. I'm going to encourage you to make a donation and contribute to this very important cause. Also, if you'd like to give your time and talent, certainly appreciate it as well. Go to floridacitizensalliance.com.